Hello Virgo, here to do your weekly read for September 17th to the 24th. Let's start again. If my readings don't resonate with you, please move on to the next reader. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising or ascendant, and your Venus first though. And you may have something predominantly in your birth chart too that you can check out. So be checking that out too. I'm going to use the Julia Massaglia After Tarot for your reading so that I keep a nice variation on all the readings today. I'm just going to shuffle them back the other way because otherwise I bend their backs, which is not a good thing. Anything else I need to say to you? I don't think so. I think that's it for today. So let's have a look what's going on for Virgos. Okay, general energies this week. Ooh, Virgo. There's a lot of betrayal and pain here, so I'm not sure what you've been through this week. What I can say, if I'm shedding a little bit of positive light on it, is this is the end of a cycle. Whatever it is, you're feeling very hurt, betrayed, let down, upset. This card, unlike the other Rider-Waite, has all the swords stuck in the poor man's back, where someone's backstabbed him. In this one, the swords have been released. He's still hanging on to one of them, whatever, so he still feels a little bit protective of himself, but he's okay. So, well, I don't think he's dead. He could be dead. Let's hope not, Virgo. So where you're feeling at the moment is very, very down. So let's see if the rest of the reading will shed a little bit of light for us. Okay, so your first card out is Judgment. Yes, it does. Okay, so you're closing something down to start something anew. The Judgment call talks about the call. Now, I have to say to you something funny because this just came up in the Aries reading. And one of the other tarot cards this morning was talking about it appearing in all their readings too. So we're going through a very, very changeable time at the moment. Even in my personal readings, I'm getting a lot of people who are changing relationships, jobs, some people are just changing everything in their life. They're rebirthing themselves. People have realised they have more value, that the world doesn't just mean you've got to get up every morning, go to work and have a dreary relationship and job. You can have a life you want too. So this talks about rebirthing the phoenix. It talks about rising up from the dead, as you can see at the bottom here. But certainly the call is coming from above to make your life better. So definitely this is where you're going, and maybe because of that Ten of Swords, you're moving in this direction. Okay, so the next card out is the Three of Cups. So you could have found out about a three-party relationship. That would sit nicely with this reading, and you're moving on after feeling betrayed. It could mean that you're celebrating because you have decided to move on. But this is the energy of partying up, spending time with family and friends, and generally having a really good time. The card feels either here for me. So maybe for some of you, it is about finding out somebody had a third party in your relationship. But for others, it feels like you're celebrating this decision to make yourself a better life. Okay, and then the next card out is the Two of Pentacles. Now, this means to me that somehow here you have a choice in what you're doing. I'm not sure what this choice is for you, only you know that, but something you're really tossing up about. Somehow or another your ships have come in here and you're not sure whether to go, what you want to do. For some of you, it feels like you want to go on holidays and you can't make a decision about what cruise to take. There's definitely this feel here of tossing up, but I always think with the Two Pentacles, they're equally as valuable. And if you're having trouble, it might be because both options are good for you. But you're definitely moving forward here because you can see what you've got in front of you and you're very excited about it. So moving towards your ships and trying to decide what it is you want. Oh, maybe some of you are choosing to fall pregnant. Maybe some of you have moved away from something because you haven't had children and you want children. It could be that you've fallen pregnant. Maybe that's why you're starting something new here. Maybe you're moving on to something to start something new. The thing is with the Empress, she can also talk about birthing new ideas. And with this Judgment card here, I'm thinking you are ready to go out there and just, do new things, start new things up. Maybe you've, walked away with the Ten of Swords from a job into the Judgment because you want to start off your own business. Maybe you're celebrating this because you're not really sure which way to go, but you definitely know you want to do something. So definitely a feeling of that here. Definitely a feeling of really being in your element moving forward. And then we have the Hierophant. So it's really funny because Aries reading was very ordered as well, which is a really funny energy for tarot when people are very, thoughtful in how they do things and very structured and organized. And this is the feeling here as well. Feels like to me that you want more structure and stability in your life, and you're moving away from something that perhaps didn't offer you that. But there's a definite feeling of celebration choice here about which way to go. But whatever way you go, Virgo, it's almost like you want to make sure it's a good decision. You want to make sure you're bringing good things into your life. You want to make sure that you think it out exactly what you want and how you want it. Because this is the energy that's coming through here. And look at this. What a fabulous reading. Because you know you have everything you need to do this. This is why you're so confident and so ordered here. It's almost like you know exactly which way you need to go and how you're going to do it. That's fabulous. So maybe there's a new job offer on the table and you're thinking you can do something fantastic with this job offer. Maybe with the Magician, you want to move into your own business and you know you've got everything you need. It doesn't feel very relationshipy, but I think that maybe you've come out of something that you want to move into something new now, but you don't want the old. So it might have been coming out of the old and going into the new. Yeah, look at you throwing the cup away that you've had. Okay, for you people who are moving away from a relationship, you don't want new love yet. You don't want new love yet. You want to just relish in your own glory for the moment. You want to be really, just having a good time and doing the things you want to do before you move on. But you ain't interested in love at the moment. You're not interested in anything anybody's got to offer you in the way of love at the moment. You are too focused on making a future for yourself, rebirthing something new. And here you are as the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands can represent a person if you're dealing with a person who's a Leo, Sag or Aries. But for me, this is your energy. You're feeling beautiful. You're standing in your power. Your intuition's good. You know where you're going. You're ready to rebirth something new here as well. So you're definitely in a position of power for yourself, standing in your power. Now, we all know that the females or the queens are not representative of a gender. They just mean this is the energy at the moment. And the queen is a bit more nurturing than what the king is. So you're in a very, very good place at the moment. Very good place. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yep. And here you are planting seeds for your future. You've taken what you need. You know you've got everything in the Magician and you start to put things down now. This is a great story, Virgo. Definitely putting it all in order. Planting it, waiting, knowing, receiving. Fantastic. Okay, last card out. And you know what? You deserve to have a bit of a time out before you make these changes. So don't feel sorry. Maybe that's the holiday you've planned. Taking time out just to think about what you're doing here. But it's a lovely reading. Lovely, lovely reading. But definitely taking time out before you move forward. And you probably need to do that if you've been through the Ten of Swords. You're probably thinking, I'll just have 5 minutes to myself and have a bit of a kit before I move on. Okay, and your oracle card for this week is, okay, nothing wants to come out this morning. Oh, there it is. The Sun. Oh, beautiful. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. How beautiful is that? And again with the sunflowers like in the Queen of Wands. Beautiful, Virgo. Have a great week.